HBO. It could only happen here.
Next from the crypt, murder is the story when Charlie gets his deadline.
Boy, where's another chance?
Bring me a murder, Charlie.
I killed her. Maybe I should do an interview with you. What's your story?
You know my story.
Squeeze the life out of his unfaithful wife while she laughed.
Tales from the crypt.
Tomorrow, parental discretion advised.
On the next HBO Comedy Hour, Academy Award winner Whoopi Goldberg with all-new stand-up comedy that doesn't back down.
Yeah, I'm shooting your ass now, ain't I? Hit me, Beta Cam. Don't never leave home without it.
Plus, guests Rockapella, Chris Thomas,
Jesse make you feel like somebody, don't you? Jesse threw me out my apartment. Well, pack up and move like somebody.
and Jetta Jones. Whoopi Goldberg, Shea Whoopi, premieres Saturday, August 24th on HBO.
Night Wrap, HBO's sophisticated new comedy series. Insightful, in-depth, with America's hottest newsmakers.
Ms. Delman, let me start with you.
You want me to wear a G-string, you're going to have to put it on me yourself.
But Joe, let's not confuse freedom with liberty.
You know the Hammerlock?
Break into a hotel if you have to, but watch it.
Night Wrap, the center of controversy on the cutting edge of credibility. An all-new episode. Premieres Friday, August 30th.
Good to see you, Doc. I knew you'd come back. We made a pact, remember? You and me and Chavez. Pals, forever.
Billy the Kid, played by Emilio Estevez, rides again with his pals Chavez y Chavez and Doc Scurlock, played by Lou Diamond Phillips and Kiefer Sutherland, Young Guns 2.
I think the only reason to make a sequel is if you genuinely believe that you're going to make a better film than the first one.
Nothing taking away from the first one, because I did think it was a good film and I enjoyed it. But I think that there were some things that we missed, and I'm only basically speaking about myself personally, that I just wanted to kind of fix in the second one.
Good to see ya.
When troubles come, they come not single spies, but in battalions. Josiah G. Scurlock.
I never wrote that. I always wanted to tell you. William Shakespeare wrote it.
Coming on and seeing Emilio and seeing Kiefer and all these people who had worked on the first one, it's like there was no time off in between at all. And Emilio picked up the guns and Kiefer picked up the guns, and we both, all of us jumped on the horses, and a lot of things come back to you real quick.
This time around, there are some new regulators in the gang, like Arkansas Dave Rudabaugh, played by Kristen Slater.
We often had drawing contests, just to see who was faster. And I'm not going to say who was the fastest, but there was some competition.
Their off-screen camaraderie is one story, but on-screen it's a slightly different one.
Don't take to tenderfoots in my gang. I definitely don't take to no Mexicans.
It ain't your gang, Dave.
I'm described in history, I guess, as being Billy the Kid's worst friend, and he and I are always at odds with each other.
They're starting to surround us. We gotta get out of here.
Dave, it's your gang.
What? It ain't my gang. It's your gang. It's always been your gang.
Another new cast member is William Peterson as Pat Garrett, one-time friend of Billy's, hired to hunt him down.
It's interesting to be able to play a legendary character who you can actually look up and do research on, and it's interesting to be a part of history.
Hollywood has produced 50 films about 21-year-old William Bonney, alias Billy the Kid. But writer John Fusco feels that Young Guns 2 stands apart from the rest.
It's not just the hottest young actors in Hollywood being thrown into cowboy suits and sent out to make a Brat Pack Western. That it's really the closest rendition of the historical Lincoln County Wars and Billy the Kid.
We had a copper imprint of Billy the Kid, and then we put it up against the picture of Emilio as Billy. And I swear, it was like the two of them were exactly the same. I believe, you know, from the things that I've read about Billy the Kid, that he's really captured the essence of his spirit.
Yoo-hoo! I'll make you famous.
This month on HBO. Bruce Willis is back as a one-man fighting force in the blockbuster hit Die Hard 2. Next on HBO. It could only happen here.
Clint Eastwood.
What did the drums say?
A film director obsessed
Always starts with the same words.
with more than shooting his movie.
What are they? White Hunter. Black Heart.
Tracking down Africa's most magnificent creatures.
It's not a crime to kill an elephant. It's bigger than all that. It's a sin to kill an elephant.
Under the influence of an exotic land.
It's the only sin that you can buy a license and go out and commit. That's why I want to do it before I do anything else in this world.
His obsession could destroy his whole world. Clint Eastwood is White Hunter, Black Heart.
Puerto Rico, 1978. News is breaking,
Cops and bodies, and it's better than it sounds.
and a scandal is taking shape.
The two dead men were identified as Alfredo Ruiz and Jorge Rey.
My son Jorge, he was not a revolutionary.
You know, the police are calling him a revolutionary. He was a good husband. He was a real good father.
How many times do I have to tell you there are two sides to every story?
Two are dead, you're a hero.
Is it true or no? Did you ever work for the FBI?
Everything I ever did was out of patriotism.
Somebody gave the order to fire.
Who gave the order?
Who gave the order to fire?
Amy Irving, Andy Garcia, Lou Diamond Phillips, and Robert Duvall.
I mean, cops shouldn't get away with murder just because they're cops.
I could have died, lady.
In a chilling story inspired by true events, a show of force. Premieres Saturday, August 24th on HBO.
It's gonna be so good.
Carolyn Paulinas was murdered last night. I want you to handle this case personally.
Harrison Ford.
Find out which of the creeps she put away is out on parole.
Bonnie Bedelia.
There are 150 lawyers down there. They couldn't find one who didn't sleep with her.
Why didn't you tell me about you and Carolyn? You were in Carolyn's apartment the night she was killed.
Raul Julia.
Indeed, you will go to trial.
I'm still in love with her.
You killed her.
This is my life.
Presumed Innocent. Premieres Sunday, September 8th on HBO.
Hey, if your day's a pain in the neck and you want to escape,
I'd like to be let out.
we're cooking up a night for you. He's working his way through college. Look at him, driving around with mobsters.
Very upsetting.
Check out his boss.
You know your resemblance to the guy.
If this is your Brando fun,
I like it very much.
look at what's next.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
So relax, enjoy the ride, kick off those concrete overshoes. The Freshman and The Godfather. It's a night you can't refuse. Tuesday at 9 on HBO. Capiche?
I understand.
She's an Academy Award-winning actress, an acclaimed stand-up comedian, a virtual melting pot of characters. She's Whoopi Goldberg, and she's teamed up with HBO for the 4th time in the upcoming HBO Comedy Hour,